The cemetery in Lucknow was silent, except for the sound of soil hitting wood. Anaya Sehgal stood at her mother's graveside, 7 months pregnant, fighting a pain that had nothing to do with her body and everything to do with her heart. Her mother was gone. And Anaya believed nothing in the world could hurt more than this moment. She was wrong. Rohan Mehra stepped beside her, cold, distant, eyes empty. Without a word, he reached into his coat and pulled out a thick envelope. He held it toward her. "Sign this. Now." Anaya blinked, confused, numb. What is this?" "Divorce papers," he said flatly. "I already signed." Behind him, his mistress Shruti stood pretending to wipe tears, though the smirk she tried to hide said everything. Rohan's parents watched from a distance, arms crossed, expressions disturbingly satisfied. Anaya's fingers trembled as she opened the envelope. Her mother was being buried. Her child was kicking inside her. And her husband had chosen this moment to abandon her. Still, he shoved the papers toward her again. "Sign it, Anaya. I want this finished." She felt her knees weaken. "My mother just died. I'm carrying your baby." "You're doing this here?" Rohan sighed like she was inconveniencing him. "Shruti is pregnant too. She needs me. And I'm happy with her. You just make me feel trapped." The words sliced through her like ice. People had begun watching. Whispering. Judging. And there, at her mother's grave, under a sky that felt as heavy as her chest, Anaya signed. She lost her marriage, her dignity, and the last piece of her old life in a single moment. But Rohan made one fatal mistake. He had absolutely no idea who Anaya's mother really was. No idea what she had left behind. And no idea what kind of storm he had just awakened. Days after the funeral passed in a blur of grief and betrayal. Friends disappeared. Neighbors whispered. Rohan's family harassed her to sign the remaining documents. Shruti posted pictures online, her hand on her belly, flaunting her victory. Rohan wrote posts about choosing happiness, collecting sympathy from people who didn't know the truth. Anaya locked herself inside her mother's study most days, the only place that still felt like it belonged to her. It was on the 5th day that she found it, the hidden drawer, the cream-colored envelope with her name written in her mother's handwriting. Inside was a letter. And a small key. "My dearest Anaya,